This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about those high temperatures this afternoon, a little bit warmer than yesterday, upper 70s to near 80, but that warming trend continues to the end of the week, feeling like summer by Friday. The latest details on those numbers coming up. Also coming up this morning, a nearly month-long manhunt is now over after U.S. Marshals arrested a 15-year-old known as Baby K. What's next in the investigation?
Plus, credit card debt nearing $1 trillion. We're stretching your dollar this morning with a few tips on how to pay off your bill.
And a brand new venue in the district welcoming a legendary act for its first ever event. We're going to take you inside of opening night at the Atlantis.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside this morning. The sun is shining. It's going to be a beautiful day out there, Jackie. Yeah, this is certainly the pick of the week, considering temperatures will be not quite as hot as what we'll see for the end of the week, but also we'll be dealing with mainly sun-filled skies and those high temperatures quite comfortable for this time of the year into the upper 70s to right about 80. Really a great way to round out the month of May. Satellite and radar are showing us that we're starting off on the quiet side, but we are seeing a little bit of haze to the sky. But again, that smoke associated with the Canadian wildfires will likely drift away. We should be seeing mainly sun-filled skies later on today. Temperatures right now 40s and 50s for much of the area. Upper 50s though in DC. Seeing a few 40s though back off towards the I-81 corridor. Later on today, those high temperatures will climb upper 70s to low 80s. Tomorrow a little bit warmer. That warming trend continues through Friday. Friday's high temperatures right around 90. That will not be sticking around for the weekend. I'll release details on the reason why coming up in just a couple minutes. Guys. Thank you, Jackie. Your time now is 7:01 on a Wednesday.
Okay, let's take a look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. The 15-year-old who attempted to shoot another teenager on a Prince George's County school bus is now in custody. This is all according to Prince George's County Police. Now, authorities say they found the teen known as Baby K on Baltimore Avenue near Hyattsville yesterday afternoon. Officials say he's being charged with attempted first-degree murder.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's debt deal passed through the House Rules Committee. This is the first hurdle in the process of getting the bill approved in both chambers of Congress. The bill will now go to the House floor for a vote later today.
And D.C. council members sending Mayor Bowser their amended $19.7 billion budget. Council members say they want more money to go to D.C. public and charter schools. The council also says it wants to use extra revenue to supplement SNAP benefits. Time right now is 7:02. A 15-year-old is in police custody this morning in an attempted murder case that happened on a Prince George's County school bus.
He was on the run for nearly a month, and later this morning, police will hold a press conference on his arrest. Our Lex Wars joins us now live at police headquarters this morning with the very latest on this case. Lex, good morning.
Well, good morning, guys. That 15-year-old boy named Baby K is being charged with attempted murder. He's being charged as an adult, as are the 3 other teenagers who are also arrested in this case. Now, this all happened back on May 1st in the Oxon Hill area of Prince George's County. A school bus was finishing up its route at the end of the afternoon when 3 teenage boys pushed their way onto the bus and attacked the very last student that was on their way home. And one of those teenagers, Baby K, had a gun, according to police, and tried to shoot the other student 3 times. Investigators say the gun jammed. The boys then beat up the other boy and ran away. Well, the U.S. Marshals Service and Prince George's County Police had the other 2 boys and a 3rd suspect, a teenage girl who was not on the bus, in custody weeks ago. They were able to arrest Baby K in the Riverdale Park area on Tuesday afternoon. Baby K is also wanted for a murder that happened in D.C. 2 days after that bus attack. That's according to the Washington Post. MPD did confirm that a 15-year-old is in custody for that murder that happened in Northeast D.C. That press conference will be here at police headquarters around 10:30 this morning. We're now live in Prince George's County. I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. This morning, police are still searching for the man who shot a restaurant worker at Tony's Place on 8th Street in Northeast D.C. This all happened yesterday afternoon at around 12:30. Now, police say the victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. They also say he was conscious and breathing when they arrived on scene despite being shot multiple times. Police are reviewing surveillance footage.
So I know that Tony's Place is a staple. On the weekends, it's packed.
Conflict resolution is sort of needed in District of Columbia. We're having minor arguments that turn out with people being shot.
At this time, a detailed description of the suspect has not been released. Anyone with information is asked to call police. On Capitol Hill this morning, legislation to suspend the debt ceiling and avoid a financial disaster passed a key House committee last night.
The bill now heads to a full House vote later today, but the question is, are there enough members of Congress on board to get it passed? Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley is live on Capitol Hill this morning with more on all of this. Trevor, good morning.
Hey there, guys. Good morning to both of you. That is the big question, but leadership on both sides of the aisle say they're confident the bill will make it through the House vote later on tonight. Now, it was last night that the House Rules Committee voted 7-6 to approve this legislation, with 2 Republicans voting no. Such a close vote signals the legislation could have a tough time in the full House. The bill suspends the debt ceiling through 2024, restricts spending for the next 2 years, and adds new work requirements to some people on public assistance. Republicans in opposition say the spending cuts don't go far enough, and some Democrats say things like those new work requirements for people on food stamps is a deal breaker. Both President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are hoping to get this bill passed with support from the political center of Congress and rely less on the fringes of both parties. Both sides already know neither party is going to get everything at once in order to hopefully avoid a first-ever debt default by the U.S.
In a true negotiation, you always get less than you want and give up more than you'd like. But with the passage of the Fiscal Responsibility Act, we'll responsibly lift the debt ceiling and avoid a default that would devastate the American economy.
By weaponizing the debt ceiling, Republicans are establishing a precedent that will haunt us forever. That one party can use the full faith and credit of the United States as a hostage to pass their wildly unpopular ideas.
And that House vote is scheduled to happen later on this evening. If it passes the House, then it heads to the Senate. That's the latest here on Capitol Hill. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Trevor. Taking a deeper look at some of the details in that debt limit deal. Now, it would expand existing work requirements for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP.
Right now, work requirements are in place for most able-bodied adults between the ages of 18 and 49. Under the new debt deal, the age limit would then go up to 54 by 2025. Now, it would then come back down to 49 in 2030. We spoke with the interim director for DC Hunger Solutions, and she says the new age limit would put more than 10,000 DC SNAP recipients at risk of losing their benefits.
And that's what we're most concerned about. We're still doing a breakdown of what this debt ceiling legislation will look like specifically for the district. But we are definitely concerned about what it will look like for those adults, those older adults that are now impacted that weren't considered before.
The debt deal would also make it harder for states to waive SNAP work requirements. Right now, states are allowed to issue a limited amount of exemptions regarding work requirements, and the debt deal would lower the number of exemptions allowed as well.
And Biden and McCarthy's compromise also officially ends the president's pandemic-era pause on federal student loans. Now, it allowed borrowers to hold off on making all payments. Biden has now agreed to end the pause by September. Financial advisors say borrowers should now reassess their finances.
I think it's a good time for what I would call a financial reset. Look at all your expenses, write down where your money's going out, and then you just have to prioritize what needs to get paid. If you have a low interest loan somewhere, don't pay extra on that right now if you have a double-digit credit card expense that you need to pay.
Meantime, the Supreme Court is still deciding on the fate of the president's wider student loan relief plan. That plan would waive $10,000 to $20,000 in debt for nearly all borrowers.
All right, heads up Montgomery County business owners. Today is the last day to apply for a small business grant if you've been impacted by the Purple Line construction project. Now, business owners have to meet certain criteria, including having no more than 20 employees, be independently owned and operated, and have had a decline in revenue because of the project. If approved, they are eligible to get up to $10,000. For the application link and to see if you qualify, just head to our website, dcnewsnow.com.
The collective credit card balance in the U.S. is about to pass $1 trillion. Now, the average household now holds about $10,000 in credit card debt. Now, the average interest rate on a new credit card is 24%. For example, if you spend $250 per month with 24% interest, you'd be making payments until 2030. On top of that, you would pay nearly double what you owe in interest. Rising costs have forced the people to start putting things like housing, food, and utilities on their credit cards. So here's some ways you can stretch your dollar. First up, you can switch to a 0 APR card to avoid high interest. Knock out your smallest debts first and then move on to the debts with the higher interest rates. Consider calling a credit counselor for some advice. And finally, you can actually call your bank. In some cases, good credit score can help you lower your interest rates. The Biden administration has recently taken steps to reduce extra fees on top of your regular interest rates. Currently, the proposal would cap those fees at $8.
And with high school students preparing for graduation, many are thinking about how to pay for college. West Virginia State's Treasurer Riley Moore is helping to make college more affordable through a 529 savings plan. Now, it exempts taxes for tuition, room and board, and books. Moore says students have the advantage of financing their education at a big savings for their families.
Our direct plan that's only available to West Virginia residents has been rated the #1 direct plan in the United States. And there's a lot of tax saving benefits for West Virginians if they use this.
Moore says that as inflation eases and the stock market recovers, 529 plans will attract more contributions.